And now, in a last-minute turnabout, the National Assembly postponed taking a resolution on the Transport and Related Matters Amendment Bill. The decision on this bill could have seen the e-tolling system implemented before the end of this year. This has led to policy uncertainty and whether the government will, in fact, proceed with the implementation of the e-tolling system. Parties on either side of the e-tolling argument have fought hard, using every avenue available in our democracy to establish their viewpoints. Meanwhile, Cosatu will embark on a national strike this coming Friday. Now, with us in studio is Dumisani Dakile, who is the Provincial Secretary for the Gauteng province. Good to have you. Welcome to Morning Live.
Good morning to the listeners.
Now, Thursday's postponement means that the bill will not be discussed until next year. Why is Cosatu going ahead with the post to the system and the affected members of the public?
Well, our view is that postponement does not meet our demands. Our demands that particular bill is supposed to be scrapped. It's supposed to be taken to the dustbin of history. It does not belong to South Africa. So postponement, it means that the Parliament will still consider that particular bill next year. Yeah. And therefore that for us still unacceptable. Hence we're proceeding with our action.
Yeah. Is there a chance that e-tolling can still be scrapped, or is it just something where many people are believing that it's just a parliamentary process that strengthens the view that nothing is really going to change?
Well, in our view, if people can be able to rise against this particular system, if our people can be able to join us in the fight against this particular system, we believe that we can be able to convince government that they must be able to scrap this particular system, because it does not work and will not work.
Yeah. So you think that people coming out in numbers and supporting this might have an effect?
Definitely, people must be able to demonstrate in these particular instances. And we are quite happy so far with how people have responded. If you look in terms of the public hearings that we have attended, all of them, people have rejected this particular system. So we believe that we must go out again next week, on Friday, on the 30th, and demonstrate that particular rejection of this particular system. On the 6th again, we are saying we must go out to the freeways and make sure that there's not even a single what you call move that must happen on the freeway, so that government can be able to see that we are serious. We don't want this particular system, and we believe therefore that in that particular way, probably government will be able to listen to us.
Yeah, there's comments coming out of government. I mean, for instance, Vusi Mona, the Deputy CEO of Government Communications and Information, said that the failure to implement this system is going to have irreparable economic damage. What are your views on something like that?
We don't believe that is correct, because I don't think anyone says that we must not pay for the bills that have been there. All of us acknowledge the fact that there is a huge amount of money that has been borrowed, and we believe that there are other better avenues in which government can be able to collect this the revenue to pay off those particular debts. For example, that we have been arguing, there is a petrol that can be able to be levied for everyone to be able to pay for this particular route, which will not necessarily be as detrimental to the economy as compared to this particular system. We are seeing over and above that, we can also be able, if you look in terms of how many millions and billions of rands that are not spent at the local government level, at the provincial government level, and even at the national government level, in premier's offices across all the country, including in the office of the president for that matter. There are huge resources that are not spent, and we're saying that those monies can be taken and pay off the system, because currently people that are going to benefit. 17 billion is going to be paid for someone to just collect money. Yeah. And that's unreasonable.
Now, today the court is going to hear arguments on why the government should be stopped from going ahead with e-tolling. Is this encouraging for you? Do you think this will help your cause?
Well, we believe that that's one of the process that others have chosen to take in relation to going to the court. We'll be looking at that particular process with keen interest, and we'll be looking at those particular outcome with keen interest. Yeah. We're already looking at the outcome, and we'll be able therefore to say probably as the Federation of Workers, what should be our take in relation to the outcome, having looked in terms of the decision that will be made in the courts.
All right, but as it stands right now, next Friday, strike action, and everybody is urged to join in.
Definitely, next week Friday, we're saying everyone must join us. We're meeting here in Johannesburg, in Newtown, in Tshwane also. We're meeting in Schubert Park. We'll be taking the memorandum to the MEC of Transport, including to the Minister of Transport. We'll be taking the memorandum to the Premier of Gauteng, also including to the Department of Finance. We'll also be going to the Department of Housing and Local Government.
All right, thank you very much for talking to us. Dumisani Dakile, who is the Provincial Secretary of Cosatu in the Gauteng. Thank you for talking to us.
Thanks very much, Leon.